Discovery Natural. This is our second episode of teaching your kids about natural hair, and today we are going to be talking about detangling natural hair. So detangling natural hair, what do you guys hear about detangling? What do you think about?
Crying.
Crying? What do you?
Going through your hair and feeling the pain.
Oh yeah, well, detangling is removing all the tangles and all the knots from our hair. So I'm going to walk them through the process of detangling their hair. But before we jump into that, let's talk about some things. Number one, if you wear rings and jewelry on your fingers, make sure you do what before you detangle?
Take it off.
Okay, take them off. And why do we take them off?
So it doesn't snag on your hair.
Very good. The next thing is, what do you use to detangle? We can use our fingers to detangle. And if you use your fingers to detangle, make sure that your fingernails are filed and make sure that you don't have any hangnails sticking out there, because what can happen is the nails can get caught in your hair and also do what? Pull it out. Okay? After that, you can also use combs to detangle, and I'm going to show you a couple of combs that we can use. You can use white tooth combs. These are white tooth combs. Why would you not want to use rat tail combs, these fine tooth combs? Why would you not want to use that to detangle your hair? What do you think? Yes?
Because it's too tiny.
It's too tiny, and if you use it to detangle your hair, what's it gonna do?
Snag.
It's gonna get cut in there. See? You don't want to do that. So that's another thing. And why would you not want to use this to detangle your hair? You answer now.
It's not gonna detangle anything.
It's not gonna detangle anything. What does this do?
It just makes it shine.
It just brushes your hair like that. So we don't want to use this to detangle our hair. Another thing that you might have when you're detangling your hair, especially if you have a very stubborn knot in your hair, you might want to have a scissors. But please let your parents use it. Let somebody, an adult, cut out the tangle for you, okay? You don't want to play with that. So now it's time to detangle, and I'm going to sit in the background while the girls attempt to detangle their hair with the instructions that I'm going to give them. So we started off by just sectioning a little part of their hair out, and that is the section that they're going to work with in order to detangle their hair. Now, when you detangle, you do want to work in small sections. Let's assume that this was all your hair that you had. The first thing that you want to do is you want to section your hair out. So create a small section, take a small section of your hair. So the first thing that you do is you have to first put some water just to make your hair a little bit softer, and we're going to use a spritz bottle for that. So you want to just spray your hair. Don't spray the camera. Just spray a little bit. Okay, that's enough. So you just walk that through your hair. Even you can see that as you're walking it through your hair is getting a little bit softer. Did you spray yourself with the water?
Yeah.
Can you not do that? So now the water has been walked fully into your hair, and although you're doing that, you can even see that with that you can see your sister is already detangling her hair while you are doing something with your hair that I have no idea what it is. So the next thing is to know, what are we going to use to detangle? Some people use coconut oil to detangle their hair. This is coconut oil, where some other people use conditioners to detangle their hair. So this is a conditioner that we use. Now remember that your hair was way down here before. What happened to your hair? Did you just cut it?
No, it's shrinkage.
Okay, it's shrinkage. So do not be afraid when you spray your hair with water and your hair gets smaller. Nothing bad happened. It's just shrinkage, and shrinkage is actually a good thing because it shows how healthy your hair is. Okay?
Really?
Yeah, because
if I don't have shrinkage?
If you don't have shrinkage, you have to be very careful. Some people don't have as much shrinkage as other people, like you don't have as much shrinkage as she does. But if you really don't have any shrinkage, you might have damage in your hair, like maybe you put too much heat in your hair so your hair doesn't shrink as well as it should. Okay, so we're going to use conditioner. What I want you to do is just get a squirt of conditioner, like a dime size. You all know what a dime looks like?
No.
What does a dime? You don't know what a dime looks like? Help your
Oh,
sister.
yes, I do.
Okay.
I have one.
Now when you have that, you want to rub it together on your two hands. It smells really good. Okay? And you can see it's a cream. Now you apply it to your hair. Make sure you apply it to the ends of your hair really well. If you need to get more, please ask me for more. Do you need more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me too.
Some people detangle their hair outside of the shower like what you're doing right now, but some other people detangle their hair when they're taking a shower. So now that we've put it, we're not yet washing it, so you don't have to do that scrubby thing you're doing. So now it's time to detangle.
Yeah.
As you can see, when you're putting the conditioner in your hair, the way your hair feels slippery, that is called slip. S-L-I-P. So when you start detangling your hair, you want to start from the very ends of your hair. And the reason why you want to start from the very end is so that if you have any snags at the ends, like any knots at the end, you get rid of that before you come on to the root of the hair. So from the ends of your hair, the way you detangle, you just use your finger, you can use your finger and lightly pull out any hair that you see or any knots that you see. Make sure that you're able to take your fingers. So right now we pulled out some hair, and that's just shedded hair, and you just use your finger so that you can rake. You see the way you're raking, you can create more knots. I want you to hold it at the base and work your way throughout. So you hold it and you can work your way down. This is how to finger detangling. Finger detangling takes a little bit of work, but it's the safest way to get out the tangles. Use your fingers to comb through your hair. Okay, now move again until you get to your root and then do the same thing. So that is how you finger detangle. So the next thing that you do is you twist up that section that's been detangled. So make sure that you twist it up. And why do you think we're twisting it up?
So it wouldn't like get tangled again.
Very good. So now we're on this section. I'm going to ask you what you do to see if you guys were listening when we're working on the finger detangling. What's the first thing you do? Yes?
Wet it.
Wet it.
I thought we first need to like...
Wet it. Okay, wet it. Next thing, after you wet it, what do you do? What do you do after you wet it?
You put the conditioner.
You smoothen the hair.
Through.
Okay. So smoothing the water through your hair. So after that, what's the next thing you do?
You get the conditioner.
You get your conditioner. You put it at the root also and at the ends. We're going to use a comb. And to use a comb is basically the same thing as doing the finger detangling. But instead of using your fingers, what are you using this time?
A comb.
A comb. So how do you hold your hair when you're going to detangle? Where do you start? Do you start from the root or the ends?
The ends.
Okay. So when you comb it, you go gently. You comb it out. When you feel that you finish combing one section, make sure that the comb can pass through it. If you feel a snag, what do you do?
Pull it out.
You stop and you finger detangle. Once you can comb through like that, what do you think? Your hair is detangled. Okay, so now you girls have learned how to detangle your hair. Are you ready to detangle all your hair so that mommy can go and have a cup of tea? Okay. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you everyone for coming to see how we detangle our hair. We hope that you join us on the next episode next month to see other things as the girls learn how to be independent with their natural hair. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Well into their hair, it takes a longer time, and for some other people the moisture absorbs into their hair but it also goes away, so their hair is always dry.